First thing I'm going to do, I haven't used my little sauce packet of glue yet, is I feel like I want to keep this really small, this little hole here. So, see if any glue is coming out. A little too small. All right. Yeah, there we go. So here's the order. This goes on the bottom, but I like this side. This side's kind of burned. So put that on the bottom. This goes on top of that. This goes on top of that. And this goes on the top. And then these go in here. And there's a right way and a wrong way. So this edge isn't quite as long as that edge, and we'll have to figure out which is which in just a minute. So first, this piece doesn't matter which, well, I'm going to keep that side up. You actually will be able to see that. So let me see how this squirting system works here. Just imagine this is the old toothpaste tube. Not too bad. I've got 28 grams of glue in here. I'm going to see if that's enough to get me through the whole ukulele. Alright, you know what might be good at this point is I can kind of mash this together, but it might be good to have something to spread this out a little bit. One can use one's fingers. But I happen to have this around. You could use a piece of paper or whatever. Don't want it all on these insides. I mean, do want to spread it evenly. And maybe just kind of clamping these pieces together would be enough. There. Might have used a little too much glue. I don't know if it's better to use a little too much or a little too little. Probably a little too much. Worst case, you can sand it off. Don't use a lot too much, because then it's hard to sand off. Alright. So this is the nice side. I'm going to have that sticking out. There we go. Next piece is this one, and I don't think any of this is going to show. Glue's leaking a little bit over there. I'm going to put a little less on this time, just a little thin strip, and then see if I can smear it. Oh well. It's going to be good enough. I've got good coverage on those. Those are important, like I said. Line it up so you don't have to smear around too much. Now, if I'm going to line this up, got to use this side. These little pieces right here, we're just going to rip those off later or cut through them. Kind of smash it together a bit, squeeze the glue. And just the suction should hold it together pretty well. Now for the last bit. Now I could at this point take a wet washcloth and wipe this off, but since I wasn't really organized enough to get a wet rag or anything, I'm just going to kind of wipe it with my hand and plan on sanding this a little bit more later. Ooh, just remembered something. See this? That doesn't look like it's going to... See, I'm going to want to glue this to the neck at some point. And these pieces, they're covered in soot. So I need to do a little sanding. And I think I've got my 3 different kinds of sandpaper right here. Maybe I won't try to just completely get rid of the soot, but I'll at least rough it up a little bit. I don't want to sand down the corners, edges, make sure that this is flat. That's probably good enough. It's important not to change the overall shape of these. That looks pretty good. All right, it's coming together. So now, these last pieces, can't get, oh, I feel like that's, no, it's not upside down. So first I want to figure out how this goes in. Now this should go down, but the question is, does it go like this, or does it go like this? And the answer is, it goes like this. This is a tight fit. I've got these cut, so they're going to be tight. So this is the short edge along the top. That's the long edge. The long edge is going to go into the neck. The short edge is going to stay here. So I want to do it that way. And it was good to test fit this, because that is going to line everything up for me. That's so tight, I'm going to be able to fit very little glue inside there. So I can put a super thin sheen of glue on here. In fact, I think I'm just going to glue this, put glue on it, put a little glue there, and then basically wipe it off. So it looks like it's gone, because it's going to all wipe out of there anyway. Just going to squeegee right off. All right. Now this one. And you could put it in from the top or from the bottom. I'm just shoving it in this way. That way I don't get a big accumulation of glue on either the top or the bottom. Feels like these little pieces are a little bit wider than the thickness of this. So maybe I'll go back in my laser design and make these pieces a little bit narrower. They stick out just a tad there. Maybe that's okay. Not going to hurt anything. So I could probably leave this just as it is, but if I wanted to, I could also put a little tape on it and make sure things stay together. Squeeze and clamp it together a bit with my hand before I put the tape on. There we go. This should be ready in a few hours, but in a day or so it'll be really good. Now if you look in here, you can kind of see daylight appear from time to time behind these, and that's supposed to be there. We'll break that off, and then there'll be holes for the screws to go through there. Those little pieces are just to keep everything spaced together until you remove them. Close up my glue. I'm just going to squeeze out any little bits that might be right here and carefully seal that off with painter's tape. I'm going to do some sanding. Places I don't want to sand are right here and Really, I don't want to sand there much. And also right here. This surface, they're going to be connected to something else. So we want this to just butt right up against it. But these edges, the top, I don't want to change the shape much, but I do. This is kind of sharp around here. And I think that 60 grit or whatever that is might be overkill. So I'm going to start with this 100 grit. And I'm not sure if I need a smaller piece than this. Let's see. Depends on what I think I'm going to go a little smaller. Now you can make a sanding block if you want, but I'm just going to go without one. This really needs the most attention right here. See what sort of effect that has. See the marks in there? Oh, this is really shaking my camera, isn't it? Maybe I should get out the 60. Let's see what the 60 does. It's going to create marks as well as get rid of marks, but the marks it creates are easier to get rid of than the marks it Ooh, here we go. Hang your fretboard off the edge. Then we don't have to put so much pressure on the fretboard. If you see anything in here that you don't like the look of, sand that off. It's good enough for me. Even though this is only set here for maybe 15 minutes. No, not even that, 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. The fretboard goes a little bit over these grooves, so these pieces are going to go under it just a bit. And it looks like either I made these I don't know what you would call these tabs, a little too long, or I made the slots a little too short, but I can shorten them. I can shorten these. So let me just work on that. Should be good. Can't put it back, so. Oh, nice. All right, that's good. So I think I would like to get rid of this corner and have these meet up. And I'm going to do that before I put this neck on, because once I get the neck on, it's going to be hard to whittle. So what I'm doing is just going to go like this. So I get just this corner. I'll do it a little bit and then I'll check. Clearing that good enough. I'm going to glue it. So remove my little cap I put on here for storage. Put some glue on the end of this. Find my glue smearing implement. Right. Now this is going to be a little bit of difficulty. I could put glue on this side fine, and this side fine. Let's see how the insides go. Oh, not so bad. It's the beauty of sauce packet type glue container. And this is a pretty tight fit, but not quite as tight as it was in the peg box or headstock or whatever that this thing is called. Trying to think about where the glue is going to get pushed. I'm going to do it this way, so any excess glue is going to wind up sandwiched in between these two things. All right, so I could tape this. I don't know if it warrants being taped, but maybe I will, just for good measure. See if my tape holds out. I don't know. How would I tape this? I'll tape it like this. And I'm not really confident this is going to help much here, unless I use a whole bunch of tape. So I'm just going to go with that. Make sure you have plenty of glue inside here. Might have behooved me to put a little bit more glue in there, but I'm confident that this is going to all hold together. It just might look a little better if I filled the crack. I think I'm going to set it like this to dry out. Might be good to prop this ever so slightly in case it falls down.